country. A huge opportunity. And, of course, Mark D'Antonio, who we just heard from, what he has done here at Michigan State. The numbers, they speak for themselves. I think it's safe to say he has ushered and he has led in the most successful era for Michigan State football.
There is no doubt about it. He's been a great leader, and he started with a true foundation, welcoming back former Spartans like myself, also really maximizing the talent. Early in his tenure, players had to play both ways, and he's really done a fantastic job at game planning and developing talent.
John Croft Hollingsworth will kick off. R.J. Shelton. With the return, a 19-yard return. And now a chance to bring out Tyler O'Connor. And I'm sure we'll be talking a lot about Tyler throughout this game and what he brings. And, Jim, there's nobody better to talk about him as a quarterback than you.
And really, you know, there was a time and period Mark D'Antonio almost questioned when Connor Cook won the job basically 3 years ago, and he thought, you know, basically Tyler O'Connor would come in and request a transfer, and he didn't. He said, no, Coach, I came here for a reason, the family environment, the chance, the opportunity to compete, and he has stuck it out, and I think that has earned him a tremendous respect on the football team.
On first down, the handoff is to R.J. Shelton. Shelton busts one down the sideline. R.J. Shelton will run out of bounds across the 45, out at the 44. And on the first play from scrimmage, picks up 32.
Little trick play there. You fake the inside zone run, and then you've got the reverse around by R.J. Shelton. He's the most experienced receiver of Michigan State. Last year, 43 receptions, 503 yards, 4 touchdowns, and also given the requirement to bring along some young freshman receivers that we're going to talk about as this game unfolds.
So first and 10 now from the 44 of Furman. The handoff is to L.J. Scott. Scott breaks a couple of tackles, keeps on going. Scott across the 25, taken down at the 23, and he picks up 21 yards.
Look at this play right here by L.J. Scott. He bounces it to the outside. It's just going to be a lead play, but you just see the strength and the power. He's lost 10 pounds during training camp, feels a little faster, but much like the power he displayed in the Big Ten championship game, logging 22 carries out of 24 plays. He starts off hot. He's really separated himself through training camp from the other running backs.
A 32-yard run, a 21-yard run. The first 2 plays from scrimmage for Michigan State against Furman. It's Scott again. And Scott up to the 14. Time now for the Auto Owners Insurance Impact Players.
Of course, Tyler O'Connor. What command of the offense is he going to display? L.J. Scott, as I mentioned. This guy was a workhorse. He led Michigan State last year in rushing, has separated himself, as I mentioned, from Ajay Lungin. Keep your eye on Carl Ryder. He's the all-time leading tackler there for Furman, 260, and he can come and get you and hit you hard.
Scott goes in motion. The fullback, Prescott Line, right up the middle. And Prescott Line will pick up the first down. The transfer from SMU, a grad transfer, picks up 3 when they needed 2. T.J. Warren got the tackle. On this Friday night, a beautiful, beautiful night for football, 71 degrees. You could not ask for a better night. Michigan State looking good still. Tyler O'Connor has not attempted a pass yet here on the opening drive. Until now. And he completes the pass. A nice move made inward by Medeiros. And Monty Medeiros. It's 8 yards, 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Gets his first completion. You open the game running the football, then you go 3 wide receivers, little wide receiver bubble screen on the outside. Great block by R.J. Shelton. It's an easy completion. Build the confidence of a quarterback, and this is a nice drive by Michigan State, running it early and now getting some easy throws for Tyler O'Connor.
2nd and 2 from the 3. Up the middle, it's L.J. Scott. And it looks like Scott will get the first down. Real close to that marker. And it will be 1st and goal from inside the 1. Brian Ross gets credit with a tackle. That saves a touchdown, but now it's 1st and goal here for Michigan State.
Going to go heavy personnel. This is where Michigan State likes to pound it, and really where Bruce Fowler, the head coach of Furman, said, hey, we struggle at stopping the power play. And Michigan State has been known for running the G power down at the goal line.
And off to Scott, busted outside and walks right in. Touchdown, Michigan State. He had 11 rushing touchdowns last year, his first one this year.
Good looking first drive. Offensive lineman firing off in unison. And it's basically a lead. It's a boss play to the weak side. Can bounce it out to the outside. Gets a good block by Line as his fullback, but an easy lane. He walks in for a touchdown.
Now Michael Geiger on for the extra point. The extra point is good. 7 plays, 76 yards, all but 8 of them coming on the ground for Michigan State. A nice, easy opening drive for Tyler O'Connor, and the Spartans lead 7-0. Took 3 minutes and 41 seconds. All but 1 play coming on the ground. And now Kevin Cronin will kick off here for Michigan State. With Thomas Gordon, Quill Anor, Richard Hayes III back to receive. And this one will sail out of bounds. So good starting field position coming up here for Furman. And there was talk about Michigan State, as we're going to get a ruling here from the referee, Mike Conlon.
Kick out of bounds. Kicking team, number 99. Ball will be placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
So you know Coach D'Antonio not pleased with that on the opening kick for Michigan State. But like Michigan State had a quarterback competition during camp, Tyler O'Connor was named the starting quarterback. Furman also had a competition. And it's P.J. Blazkowski who is named the starting quarterback here for this opener.
And he offers a little bit more mobility than Reese Hannon, the senior.
Darius Moorhead, the true freshman in the backfield on first down. The pass to Andre Suttles. And Suttles gets 4 yards. 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Multiple sets by Furman Paladans. They run a little I-back. They'll run a little option. They'll spread you out a little bit. So they try to utilize as many things as they can and do it very well. But Tim Sorrells, the offense coordinator, says this game plan has been significantly reduced due to a freshman left tackle and a freshman starting running back.
Movement up front.
The freshman left tackle, Tim Coleman, I believe.
False start. Number 57, offense. 5-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
And there you see Tim Coleman, the left tackle. He's a little jittery. He knows he's going against a good defense, and that's why you have to call a lot of go plays. And what Tim Sorrells was talking about, to get the young freshman comforted down and into the game and ease them in quickly.
Now 2nd down and 12 after the penalty. Blazkowski overthrows Suttles. 3rd and long coming up. Malik McDowell applying the pressure.
Tremendous football player right there, and he could have a decision come the end of the year and what he can accomplish. He's on the Bednarik, Nagurski, Butkus award watch list. He is a tremendous player that is only starting to reach his potential. He can reach great heights with his abilities. A lot of length, and he is powerful at getting to the quarterback.
6'6", 275, playing inside.
Justin, the last time I saw Fanny that big, it needed a saddle on.
On 3rd and 12, a botched snap. Lachowski able to cover up.
PJ's expecting, he has to let his motion clear, and you see him right there talking to his center, Matthew Schmidt, and it's Duncan Fletcher, his tight end, coming across in motion. It hits him, disrupts the play. Already a poor start for Paladin, who's really going to struggle against a tremendous defensive front of Michigan State.
A loss of 9 on the play. And so now a punt coming up. Here for Furman. John Croft Hollingsworth to punt. Shelton takes it off the bounce. And a good coverage and a good tackle made by Nick Miller on special teams. Well, Spartan fans, September 24th, BTN Tailgate is bringing you the show to your school with complete pregame coverage and all the local flair. There's no better way to kick off your Saturday than BTN Tailgate. Join the fun with Dave, Jerry, and Spice Adams live from Munn Field at Michigan State at 10:30 a.m. Saturday, September 24th, or watch it live on BTN and BTN To Go. First and 10 for Michigan State from their own 36. Second drive of the game. On first down, it's L.J. Scott, and Scott gets wrapped up in the backfield, a loss of 1. It's Aquila Noor. Noor came on strong last season. The last 2 games of the year, had 22 tackles in those last 2 games. The sophomore of Nashville, Tennessee.
They feel good about their secondary. Bruce Fowler, they've got an experienced group in the back of their defense. The problem is the defensive line rotation, whether it's Jalen Reed, Jordan Hawkins, and then they'll bring in the freshman, Jonah Tibbs, as well, to keep these guys fresh because they know they're going to be stopping a lot of Michigan State's run game.
O'Connor on 2nd and 11. He's going to try to run with it, gets wrapped up, loses the ball. But the ball is out of bounds, gets sacked by Carl Ryder. A loss of 2.
Should feel good in the pocket. He elects to escape to his left. And there you see Ryder. Mentioned his tackling ability. 2 times All-Southern Conference, preseason considered an All-Southern Conference player. He is active and involved in almost every play.
A 3rd and 13 coming up. O'Connor steps up with time over the middle, and that one is knocked down nicely by Trey Robinson. So a good job defensively by Furman on their 2nd series.
I'd say there because it's a mixture. It was a combination coverage by Paladin, and really Tyler O'Connor just lays it over the top. He threw the post route too flat. That allows the defender to get in. You've got the whole opposite side of the field where you could have led the receiver for Michigan State, Medeiros, and dropped it in the bucket on the other side of the hash mark.
Jake Hartbarger will punt. Andre Suttles will return here for Furman. A good deep punt. Suttles back from his own 7. And he just runs out of bounds at the 13-yard line. A 58-yard punt from Jake Hartbarger. The Spartan faithful here as Michigan State leads 7-0 in the first quarter.
Captain of the defense and captain of his team, as he was voted by his teammates earlier through camp.
Darius Moorhead in the backfield, the true freshman. On first down, gets the carry. He's got speed, and Moorhead gets 11 yards on first down. Tackled by Demetrius Cox.
Darius Moorhead, a true freshman running back. It's really just an outside zone run. Michigan State late to the hole, but he is a blazer. This guy's so fast, he lives in the future. 10.87, 100-meter, hailing from Tennessee.
Just 5'9", 170 pounds. Out of Nashville. First and 10 here for Furman. It's Moorhead again, bouncing off of one would-be tackler. Able to get a yard. Could have been a loss of 2. Second down and 9 coming up. Raekwon Williams, Riley Bullock combined for the tackle.
There you do. You get Michigan State has the penetration, and again, Malik McDowell going right at him, beats the double team. Just so disruptive on the lead play, and it's going to be tough sledding as the Paladins want to run the football much better than they did a year ago.
Moorhead again, bit of a stutter step. No gain. Malik McDowell right there. How good of a prospect is Malik McDowell?
I think he's definitely a first-round draft pick. I think when you see the size, the athleticism, it's really how good does he want to be? How motivated is he to be as good as he can be? Already on a ton of watch lists. The NFL is taking notice of him. And the sky's the limit. And they've got another young one they're trying to develop in Raekwon Williams, who you just mentioned, 6'4", 295 freshman from Chicago.
On third and 9, Blazechowski overthrows the intended receiver, Andy Shumpert. And the punt coming up. A flag first in the backfield, though.
To see for PJ to sit, probably going to be a late hit. You see it right there clearly. And give PJ credit, sticking in the pocket. And that was Chris Fry, very aggressive linebacker for Michigan State.
Well, that was actually, they said, a chop block.
New rule.
Against number 69, Terrell Bush. See, my lip reading. I'm good like that. I bet you didn't know about my lip reading skills.
I just assumed that when you look at the play right there, and obviously watch number 69 right there on the left side of the screen. Goes low, engaged with another player, and we can bring on Dick back in studio for a little clarification.
R.J. Shelton from the 40. Shelton bouncing it outside, and Shelton will get across midfield, bring it up to the 47. A 34-yard punt, a 12-yard return. Good starting field position for Michigan State when we come back as they lead Furman 7-0 here on BTN. Terrell Bush called for that chop block on third and long for Furman. And after the return, a good starting field position here for Michigan State at the 47 of the Paladins. L.J. Scott patiently waiting. And Scott across the 45 to the 44, gets 3. Trey Robinson able to trip him up.
Toss play to the outside. Outside zone run, good blocking. You see Benny McGowan, who's now in the game at the guard spot for Michigan State. He's a good leader as they pull both their guards almost on a student body right toss play. Big Benny Gowan, big number 75.
Second down and 7. Scott in motion. O'Connor towards the sideline. A flag is thrown. The intended receiver was the tight end, Jamal Lyles. On the coverage was Byron Johnson.
And Kyle Gillenwater hasn't been afraid to go a little man coverage early.
Holding. Defense. Number 31. 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
See the flag route on the outside, and Byron Johnson, just a little grab there on the hip, enough to get the penalty. I mentioned the man coverage twice. We've seen it. One was a combo coverage where Tyler O'Connor missed the post route. Man coverage there because Kyle Gillenwater, the defensive coordinator at Furman, is trying to dedicate more inside the box to stop the run.
Scott gets outside. L.J. Scott has been the workhorse here in the first quarter for Michigan State. Tyler Voiles with the tackle, gets 5 yards on first down to Scott, setting up second down and 5. Well, much was made last year for Michigan State of that three-headed monster at running back with Scott, Madre London, Gerald Holmes. And speaking with the coaching staff, they said, we will go with the hot hand. And right now, we have seen all L.J. Scott so far. Scott again. And Scott will get 2 more yards. Byron Johnson with a tackle. 3rd and 3 coming up, and this was the three-headed monster last year at running back.
And to start out, Madre London really got a lot of carries early for Michigan State a season ago. Unfortunately, he has an ankle injury, and it really opened up the door for L.J. Scott to get more carries. And then Gerald Holmes came on strong, got 7 starts to end the season. And then, of course, you saw the Big Ten championship game against Iowa. Really, L.J. Scott, he's really taken off from there.
Donnie Corley, the true freshman, in motion. They flip it to him. Corley trying to get free to pick up that first down. He cannot. He'll get just a yard.
Really a nice job by Weems. We've seen Michigan State a couple times try to utilize a misdirection, already run a couple of reverses, but Quandarius Weems, great job as the boundary corner to stay at home. See him right there? He's fighting McGowan, the guard. He gets tangled up, and Weems is there to make the tackle.
Now, Michael Geiger on for a 43-yard field goal attempt to make it 10-0 Michigan State. And it's hooking. No good. So back-to-back drives end up with no points for Michigan State after looking really good on the opening drive.
Yes, and well, we've already seen a couple of gaffes as well. Obviously, the kickoff out of bounds, and then here you've got a new holder here at Michigan State as Colin Kaflish has taken over the holding duty, or the snapping duties, excuse me, and then you don't get it clean. You've got a trio of players that need to work with each other: the snapper, the holder, and then of course the kicker. So I think it's really about getting that group tightened up in terms of the mechanics.
7-0 Michigan State, leading Furman with 3:27 to go. With the Paladins taken over. Richard Hayes, the third, now in the backfield for Furman. Play action. And the pass incomplete down the sideline. Was intended for Andre Suttles.
It's good delivery. I think a nice throw. And that's one Suttles normally hauls in.
Looks like Monte Nicholson may have batted that one out. Second and 10 as Blazejowski looks towards the sideline for the play. I think if you're Furman right now, down just 7-0, you're pretty happy. Hayes, good run. Richard Hayes, the third, up to the 40-yard line, tripped up by Monte Nicholson, gets 14 for the first down.
Really a good run. Duncan Fletcher on the inside. See the fullback? It's really just a wham play. He comes and whams Malik McDowell, gets his head on a swivel and creates a big hole for Richard Hayes. Versatile athlete. He's played safety. He's played quarterback. Now he's the backup running back for the Furman Paladins.
Under 3 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. Duncan Fletcher The tight end in motion, the handoff to Hayes, and Hayes gets taken down from behind by Malik McDowell. A loss of 6. McDowell had 13 tackles for a loss last year, picks up 1 here.
Well, I think McDowell was upset on the wham play because that'll get your head on a swivel. And defensive linemen don't like it when you do that, but now you see this. He just beats the center. Matthew Schmidt has no opportunity right there. You just see the length in his arms. He's able to get right under center. Matthew Schmidt crosses his face and then tracks down the running back. Richard Hayes III, he's probably got over 100 pounds on him and reaches and tackles him for the loss.
On 2nd and 16, Blazowski to his right, and he'll throw it away wisely. The pressure coming from Riley Bullock. So 3rd and long coming up here for Furman.
And this is where Michigan State historically, they can get crazy on 3rd and longs. They run a ton of blitz zones and can do, whether it's a 33 nickel, obviously 3 down linemen, 3 linebacker, run the nickel package. There you have your 11. Sometimes they go a 4-2-5, but a ton of blitz zones. You would like to see if Furman is able to handle all these blitz packages. May back off here.
On 3rd and 16, Blazowski just throws it into the dirt. Hayes was the man.
There's no foul for intentional grounding. The ball was thrown to number 4. 4th down.
Chris Fry just sniffed it out. He saw the screen the whole time. 3rd and long, it's a very safe call, and I think that's what Tim Sorrells has elected to do. Play it safe as a young quarterback with only 10 starts and still have to figure out the blocking up front and how to take care of Malik McDowell.
Brendan Soward's back deep. John Croft Hollingsworth to punt again. This time, not a great punt from Hollingsworth, as this is out at the 35. A 31-yard punt. The Michigan State marching band hoping to have a chance to make some more noise. They lead 7-0.
No, Trey Robinson, another 2-time All-Southern Conference player at the safety position. They will be involved in a lot of tackles as Michigan State continues to get to the 2nd level.
2nd down and 8 here for Michigan State. London just dragged out, pushed wide. Byron Johnson tackles him, a pickup of 1. And let's see if that'll be the final play of this 1st quarter. The officials all getting together, stopping the clock with 8 seconds to go.
The biggest challenge.
After the play, personal foul. Number 88 on the offense. It's an unsportsmanlike conduct. 82. Number 82. That's his first.
Josiah Price.
Please reset the game clock to 18 seconds.
A third-team Big Ten performer last year.
Thank you.
You see Josiah Price right here. He's behind the goalpost. Can't really see him there. Well, there you go. Gets that block in the back, and they call it. Odd and out of bounds. Gets the extra shove. Great player, great hands, 16 touchdowns in 16 different games. He's never caught 2 touchdowns in one game, but he is a good all-around tight end. Can block at the point of attack, great route runner, and has very soft hands and a nose for the end zone.
It is third down.
Got that straightened out. It's 3rd and 22. Now at the 39 of Michigan State. O'Connor over the middle to London. And London able to stay on his feet, almost down at midfield. Instead gets back up, down to the 46, gets 15 yards back.
Good decision, just checks it down, and of course, it's the battle of field position. Smart throw by Tyler O'Connor.
That's the end of the first quarter. Michigan State. Hang out with your favorite Big Ten athletes, coaches, alums, and fans. Don't miss Sports Light with Mike Hall Wednesday nights starting September 14th on BTN. Jake Hartbarger on to punt. Andre Suttles back at his own 10. A good high punt, and this will be downed at the 8-yard line. Nice job by Hartbarger. A 38-yard punt. When we come back, Furman will start at their own 8, trailing 7-0. 1st and 10 from the 8 on first down. It's Moorhead, the true freshman. A good run on first down. Gives the offense some breathing room. Picks up 7. Chris Fry with the tackle. 2nd down and 3 coming up here for the Paladans. 4 and 7 last year in the Southern Conference. 2 and 5 in conference play.
No Malik McDowell in the play right now. They've got the freshman and Raekwon Williams and Kevin Williams, a graduate transfer from Nebraska. Comes over just a little banged up in his Nebraska career, is finding a home here at Michigan State.
It's Moorhead again. Shifty picks up the first down, up the 23. 8 yards for Moorhead. The Furman Paladins, people don't realize they played football longer than both Clemson and South Carolina. They won a 1AA, now the FCS National Championship back in 1988. Runner-up twice, 85 and 01. 13 Southern Conference titles. You may ask, where is Furman? Well, they're located in Greenville, South Carolina. 2,700 students. A beautiful campus. They keep it on the ground, and why not? Moorhead, another carry. 6 yards. Deontay Copeland and Andrew Dowell with the tackle.
Just running straight at Michigan State, going downhill, utilizing the speed of Moorhead. He hits the hole quick. And why Bruce Fowler, their head coach, recruited him so hard and elected to start him as a freshman. He is quick as a hiccup. He gets up to full speed quickly.
Again, it's Moorhead. And he comes up, looks like just shy of that first down marker. Andrew Dowell able to drag him down.
And I think it gives you an idea about his shakes right there, because Andrew McDowell is probably the most athletic of all the Michigan State linebackers. And you could see that move he put on Andrew McDowell that struggled to bring Moorhead down.
So 3rd and 1 coming up here now for Furman. And this is a big-time test because you got the size up front for Michigan State against this Furman team. A handoff, and it looks like Michigan State's defense has done the job. Ridge Gibson on the carry. A tight end.
We'll give Michigan State defense credit. You see him kicking down. Riley Bull's getting him set. He knows it's coming to the strong side, and it was a quick snap. It was a quick huddle, run up to the line of scrimmage, and a go play. But Riley Bull kicking the defensive lineman down to the strength of where the ball was going to be running, and Michigan State gets the short yard stop.
So Bruce Fowler, no choice but to punt here. The fourth punt of the game already for John Croft Hollingsworth. Brandon Sowards back to receive. From the 25. Good coverage once again on special teams for Furman. A 1-yard return. Not many people would have predicted this. After a 53-yard punt, a 1-yard return in the second quarter, it's 7-0. That was last year. This is this year now for Michigan State, leading 7-0 over Furman. Second quarter, 11:41 to go. Madre London in at tailback. O'Connor under center, drops back to pass. And he completes the pass to Medeiros, who breaks a tackle, and Monty Medeiros gets the first down as he picks up 12. And let's go down to the field and check in with Johnny Kane.
You know, Coach, when Michigan State recruited O'Connor before the 2012 season, Mark D'Antonio sat down with Tyler and his parents in his basement and asked him, "Are you ready for this?" D'Antonio said the pressure of being a quarterback is close to that of a head coach. You get more criticism and more praise than is due a lot of the time. You're sitting at the head of the helm, he said. Well, Tyler told me just last week D'Antonio brought him into his office and asked him again, "Are you ready for this?" Of course, he's ready. Says he doesn't feel pressure, really. He's just more than excited than anything else to have an opportunity to lead this team.
On play action, finds Medeiros again. Those last two throws, he's shown he's ready. Trey Robinson with a tackle, a 23-yard completion to Medeiros.
Really nice pocket, good blocking off the play action because Michigan State has run the football so well. Lays it on the corner route. Medeiros can carve out a niche. Really believe he could be the Aaron Burbridge, who was the Big Ten wide receiver of the year a year ago. He has that type of ability and could be the leader by the end of the season.
1st and 10 at the 39 of Furman. Again, play action. Rolling out to the right. A flag on the play. The pass is complete to Medeiros for the 3rd straight completion. Let's wait to see what the flag is for.
Holding, offense, number 82. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still first down.
That's the 2nd penalty against Josiah Price. A hold here, and he also had a personal foul before.
You'll see Josiah Price. He's at the end right over here at the line of scrimmage. Right there. Gets too much of the jersey and pulls Carl Ryder's shoulder sideways, and why the officials make the call.
So now 1st and 20 for Michigan State at the 49 of Furman. Off to Madre London. London up to the 46. Picks up 3. Byron Johnson and T.J. Warren combine for the tackle. Hey, Jim, we've seen on these last few throws, Tyler O'Connor seem to get into a rhythm. How much of quarterbacking is rhythm and confidence?
Well, it is. I think you do it as a quarterback, especially when you're a young quarterback. Not that he's young, but he's young in terms of playing time experience. I think you want to get him involved early, get some easy completions, and then you start to build confidence. Had a couple early. I think that corner route will build confidence, and even with the penalty on that bootleg naked that Josiah Price just got called on, I think he's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable.
Now he threw into traffic, looking for Felton Davis, the 3rd, incomplete.
Right here, you look at, he's got a good delivery, steps into the throw, but too many jerseys. May want to just move on in his read, but You have a long yardage situation. You start to force the football a little bit, and those are the decisions that can't be made for Michigan State to have success in 2016. They've been one of the Big Ten leaders in terms of turnover differential. Turning over the football is one thing that Mark D'Antonio will not tolerate.
Empty backfield on 3rd and 17. Trying to run with it, nowhere to go. Jalen Reed right there, stepping up, taking him down, and forcing the punt for Michigan State.
Indecision, he feels the clock going off in his head and then starts to scramble, so another drive that falters for Michigan State. Shotgun snap, got a little twist game right there. TE twist game by the Furman Paladin, and then the coverage down the field, and Tyler O'Connor felt uncomfortable pulling the trigger.
Jake Hartbarger on to punt once again with Andre Suttles back at his 10. Another really good punt by Hartbarger. And they will down this one once again inside the 10. But once again, an empty trip for Michigan State, still leading 7-0 over Furman. Live Michigan State games and daily Spartan video from BTN, as well as fresh, real-time social content about your school, stories from BTN.com, and much more. Update yours or download the app today. Available in the App Store and on Google Play. On 1st down, trouble with the exchange for Furman, and Blazechowski is lucky to recover. Deontay Copeland was right there. The exchange with Blazechowski, and it looked like Moorhead.
It's just the mesh, and that's a young freshman running back that we just mentioned. He gets the wrong aiming point on what is going to be a little trap play inside, and then you see the disruption. When you don't have the timing and the footwork, or you hit the wrong hole in terms of your assignment, it's going to disrupt everything, and Michigan State's able to capitalize for the tackle for the loss.
And now a loss of 5, 2nd down and 15. Moorhead on the carry. We'll get 3. So now 3rd and 12, Demetrius Cooper with the tackle. Cooper, a guy who Michigan State's coaching staff, high hopes for him. They said he has to have a big year. He has to step up if they're going to be great this year.
They believe he can be every bit as good as Shalik Calhoun, and I know that's saying a lot, but in terms of the talent and the potential, they believe it's there. Unfortunately for him, he was playing behind a guy who's now playing for the Oakland Raiders at the next level.
3rd and 12. Deep in their own territory. Blazechowski throws, and that pass is complete to Suttles, but Suttles hit right away.
Malik McDowell's down in the end zone. Sally Noble, head trainer, runs out.
Player.
Nice throw by PJ right there. Hicks makes the tackle, Darian Hicks. We have to keep our eye on this.
McDowell able to get up, walk off. Fourth and 7, John Croft Hollingsworth will punt again.
Please reset the game clock to 6:56.
See Malik, he's coming. Looks like he was trying to shift at the last minute. One guy goes low on him, it looks like, because they're trying to fire out block for the Furman offensive lineman, and hard to tell.
Brandon Sowards is back just beyond midfield. Makes the catch at the 49, makes a move, and gets tripped up. There is a flag thrown. Trey Robinson made the special teams tackle, a 36-yard punt. And let's wait to see what this flag is for.
Holding. Number 19 on the receiving team. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 1st down.
Josh Butler is called for the penalty. And I tell you what, when looking at this game so far for Michigan State, a couple of penalties
Timeout on the field
against Josiah Price and now one against Josh Butler, and they have certainly hurt Michigan State as they lead just 7-0 with 6:47 to go here in the first half. I don't think many people would have predicted this right now. 7-0 Michigan State over Furman. But, Jim, we talked about the penalties going to break, and this was just another one that cost them field position once again.
Yeah, you see this is a young backup corner, Josh Butler, right there. They've just been untimely at certain times, whether it's Josiah Price, the tight end. Right there you see Josh Butler. And I think for Michigan State, part of it, too, you have to give credit to Furman. They've come out, they played hard. They don't feel uncomfortable playing in a big game like this, and playing against Virginia Tech last year really showed that.
Flag on the play as L.J. Scott gets it outside, and Scott gets bumped out by Trey Robinson. And it looked like the movement may have been encroachment against Furman.
Offside, defense, number 93. That penalty's declined. Result of the play is a first down.
Speaking of the sideline for Michigan State, let's check in on an injury update, and let's go down to Johnny Kane.
Yeah, Justin, Malik McDowell was just over there. The trainers were just moving his right thumb back and forth. Remember, he waved them off when they first came to help him off the field. I think they're just discomfort in the right thumb, but it doesn't look like it's anything too serious, guys.
All right, thanks, Johnny. Carl Ryder with a stop of L.J. Scott as Scott picks up 4. Second down and 6 coming up here for Michigan State.
Well, I think you touched on it earlier, Justin. You have to get some rhythm to your offense, and you as a quarterback have to control that, control the tempo, getting guys in and out of the huddle, create a sense of urgency. Here they got where they brought the Paladin offsides with a quick count and a hard count, and you can utilize those tools as an asset to really change momentum and get rhythm within an offense.
A low throw, but a nice job going down by Felton Davis to make the catch at the 30. A first down.
Really nice job. It becomes a bootleg naked right here to Felton Davis III. Comes back to the football, gets low. Nice job. And again, when you look at Tyler O'Connor to get in that rhythm, start stacking plays one after time and motivate your teammates to elevate their play. Nice job by Felton.
Play action. O'Connor on the move. Able to step up in the pocket, pick up 2. Farrar with the tackle.
And even right there, that's good decision by Tyler O'Connor. Had coverage down the field. Got an injury on the field here first.
That's Jalen Reed.
Well, you see O'Connor right there. Nobody's open downfield. Tuck it and run. At minimum, get back to the line of scrimmage. Don't take a sack for a negative play. And now you're in much better position at 2nd and 7 rather than
2nd down and 8 for Michigan State. O'Connor in the shotgun. Throws the freshman Corley. Corley down the sideline, gets shoved out by Thomas Brown.
Nice block by Monty Medeiros on the outside. He's really been doing it all. See, it just becomes a no-look pass. You have the lead blocker outside. Medeiros cleans it up. Corley, I think Corley can be something special for Michigan State. The word on the street is he's Charles Rogers, probably with not the top-end speed, but every bit the target to throw to and route runner.
Pretty high praise for the true freshman out of Detroit, Michigan. A whistle and a timeout called by Furman. That is the first timeout taken of the half by the Paladins.
Timeout, Florida. They're
First and 10 from the 16 for the Spartans. Coming up when we come to nothing. They scored on their opening drive. Nothing since a missed field goal from Michael Geiger at 43 yards. But here they are, 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line after the timeout from Furman. L.J. Scott in at tailback. Scott takes the handoff with a blocker. Tries to get outside. And he's shoved out by Trey Robinson. That is the 6th tackle of the half for Trey Robinson, the senior from Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Down inside the 15, they go to a 2 tight end offense, what we call 12 personnel, what Jamal allows, just trying to pound it. But the box is being loaded up by Furman right now. Had a great shot on the outside. Nick Miller was basically one-on-one on the outside to Donnie Corley. Michigan State trying to pound it. We'll see if they take the shot outside.
2nd down and 8. With Scott again up the middle. He gets hit right away by Byron Johnson, Joe Farrar. So 3rd down coming up.
See, everybody's inside. See Farrar already coming downhill, coming from the outside. It's basically a strong side blitz on that particular play. The safeties creeped way up. There is a lot of room in the back end of the end zone if Michigan State would like to try an opportunity to go up top.
Fans getting a bit restless. Michigan State 0 for 4 on 3rd downs. O'Connor to throw to the end zone. Touchdown! Felton Davis III.
There it is on the outside. That's the matchup I was talking about. That's Nick Miller, I believe. One-on-one, the double move we call the sluggo. Fake the slant, go to the pylon. Comes in, you see everybody inside, see the safeties, so it's one-on-one on the outside. Beats Nick Miller. Good double move by Felton Davis III on that play. Michigan State finds pay dirt.
A 13-yard touchdown catch for Felton Davis. And now Geiger on for the extra point. (14-0) Michigan State.
Felton Davis comes in, fakes the slant, now go. Throws, nice job being strong for Felton Davis. Get Nick Miller, swipe that hand off of him, and then it's one-on-one on the outside. Nice, accurate throw. Tyler O'Connor shows good touch, lays it right in the breadbasket of Felton Davis III. That'll boost some confidence. You get that first touchdown pass under your books. I should say this year as the starter. He's thrown a couple touchdown passes before, but he believes he does have great command of this offense. I just think it is when you're stepping out there in a consistent basis and you want your players to believe in them. Certainly they already do, but he needs confirmation of that. And that's a good start for Tyler O'Connor.
And you got the feeling this crowd, they wanted to see that pass. They wanted to see them put it in the air and go for the touchdown, not keep it on the ground.
Well, for the viewers that are just joining us, he could have had it a quarter earlier if he had put a little air under that post route. That could have been a 70-yard touchdown. And you would have gotten it out of the way early, but here it's taken a little bit of time, but nice drive by Michigan State.
Kevin Cronin to kick off. Richard Hayes III. It's going to be Anur taking a knee. Tomorrow, it's a full slate of action at noon. Both the reloaded Buckeyes and Maryland take the field. Then at 3:30, it's Penn State and Illinois home openers. Then in primetime, it's Nebraska taking on Fresno State tomorrow on BTN and BTN to go. Go to btn.com/gamefinder to find the game in your market. That's all coming up tomorrow. Tonight, it's 14-0. Michigan State leading Furman with 3:19 to go here in this first half. That last drive was 8 plays, 57 yards. Took 3:28. Richard Hayes III in the backfield. Blazejowski on first down, throwing towards the sideline. A good throw, and a catch is made by J.D. Tootin. A 16-yard completion. Demetrius Cox there to bring him down.
Really a nice throw. Sits in the pocket, gets good protection, and drives it against a man coverage, which that's what it was, a two-man coverage. Nice completion as Demetrius Cox gets beat on the corner route.
Hayes, a nice move. And Richard Hayes III will pick up 7 yards on first down. 2nd and 3. Chris Fry, Demetrius Cox combined for the tackle for Michigan State.
Looks like Furman going to somewhat a muddle huddle at the line of scrimmage. Really changed their tempo and their style of plays. They feel they've got 2 back-to-back good plays and have a good drive building here.
Blazejowski throws, and that was nearly picked off through the hands of Monte Nicholson. Andre Suttles, the intended receiver, and Monte Nicholson, he had it.
Well, he read the route the whole time. He knew it was going to be a bench route to the sideline, undercuts the receiver. Right there, just have to squeeze it, have to make the big play, lost opportunity, and he knows it. He has really grown as a defensive back for Michigan State. Big guy at 6'2", 220 pounds, was benched a year ago, and since then, since he's returned to the field, he has come in like game busters, just needs to finish the play.
On 3rd and 3, the inside pass to Duncan Fletcher, the tight end, and they pick up the first down. Good play call for Furman.
Nice shovel pass call by Tim Sorrells, the offensive coordinator, and Duncan Fletcher, don't sleep on him. He's been a playmaker for them. He's played quarterback. They've got a lot of athletes for the Paladin, and right there, nice design. You get the defensive end going upfield, Demetrius Cooper, and then you sneak it right underneath him. Nice hole, good blocking, first down for Furman.
First time tonight in Michigan State territory for Furman. Blazejowski wide open along the sideline to Tootin once again. Up to the 31-yard line. Picks up 14. Be sure to stay tuned at the half for the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report. Mike Call and Stanley Jackson look ahead to the opening weekend of the college football season that's coming up with the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report. 1:33 to go here, 14-0 Michigan State, but Furman marching down the field. Blazejowski completes to Suttles, and Suttles gets spun out of bounds by Demetrius Cox. A 13-yard completion.
Blazejowski can really drive the football. The last 2 throws to the outside, he has really stepped into him. One-on-one is Demetrius Cox. You get the clear out on the outside, and then you get the out route right there by Andre Suttles. Good execution by Furman.
Still 2 timeouts remaining for the Paladins here in this first half. Blazejowski under pressure, dumps it off. Hayes the third. And he gets up to the 14-yard line. You wonder if they're going to use a timeout, and they will to stop the clock with 1:06. Monte Nicholson and Dowell combine for the tackle.
Here you see the play action out of shotgun. Nice job just delaying. See him get at the separation. He drops deep, and then you look at Richard Hayes III just slide right underneath the D-line as they continue their pursuit on Blazejowski. Good calm, good patience by PJ. He's really done a nice job in this first half.
Blazejowski, a guy coming in, had 10 career starts, started 3 of the final 5 games last year for Furman. Was 12 for 21, 202 yards, and a touchdown in the spring game. Reese Hannon, player he was competing with.
Well, Hannon comes with the 29 starts. He has the 4th most passing yardage in Furman history, but Blazejowski has really done a nice job to earn the job through camp, and I think, again, he offers more with his mobility to give him a chance against this athletic front of Michigan State.
Darius Moorhead back in at tailback now for Furman. 2nd down and 6. Blazejowski, the pump, going to the end zone. And it's incomplete. Suttles could not come down inbounds.
And right there, that's a nice throw by PJ. Game of inches right here. Sneaks it right past the corner. Look at Suttles layout. It's too much. Knees outside. Incompletion.
3rd and 6. Furman 1 for 6 on 3rd downs tonight. Blazejowski over the middle, has the completion, and he has the 1st down. Logan McCarter, an 11-yard completion, and now 1st and goal here for Furman.
It's a delayed blitz by the linebackers of Michigan State. The blocking is firmed up on the interior of the offensive line of Furman, and Blazejowski just sits in there and delivers a strike.
An impressive drive here for Furman. Antonio Wilcox now in at tailback. Blazejowski throws. It was caught by Duncan Fletcher, but great coverage by Demetrius Cox.
Just trying to out-leverage the defense. It's going to be a quick hitter, what we call a 208. Try to sneak the tight end quickly to the flat. Demetrius Cox wasn't having it.
The final timeout is taken by Furman here with 27 seconds to go. So with that being said, 2nd down and goal.
I'm impressed with Furman. They've come in here and they've battled. This is a good game plan. You're down there in the goal line area. It's a condensed set. You try a quick hitter to the outside, maybe catch Michigan State by surprise, but they are competing and definitely probably gaining a little momentum if they can try and get a score right before the half, and we'll see if Michigan State can have a goal line stand right here.
But with 2nd down and goal and 27 seconds and no timeouts remaining, do you take the run out of the equation?
I think it would be, well, I mean, you could do it. You just have to have 2 play calls from the sideline is what you'd have to do. And we'll see if that's what Bruce Fowler elects to do. I highly doubt it. I would think as much as they line up in the shotgun, they probably want a run-pass option here with the quarterback.
11th play of the drive, but now a timeout will be called by Michigan State.
Timeout, Michigan State. Their first timeout.
First timeout called by Michigan State.
And as I was explaining, as Furman goes to the sideline, you'd have to have 2 play calls dialed up. If you're gonna run on 1st down and that clock starts ticking, get those guys lined up right away for the 2nd play call right away so that you have enough time to run 2 plays. Or
isn't that risky?
It is risky, but what do you got to lose? You're Furman.
Now let me ask you this. Is it at this point, if you're Furman, are you saying we just need points on the board, or is it, hey, we want 7, we need 7 on the board?
I think they want 7. I mean, they know they're in an uphill battle. This is a David and Goliath situation here that they know they've walked into. This is your opportunity to try and cash in, and we'll see if they can do that.
Another timeout taken here by Michigan State.
Mark D'Antonio wanted to see how Furman was going to line up offensively with the personnel grouping.
30 seconds. Timeout.
You know, I mentioned the big games that Furman has been in. They're no stranger to this. I mentioned a year ago, they got thumped pretty good by Virginia Tech, but the first half, it was a ball game, much like this evening here against Michigan State. Had a couple of turnovers, shot themselves in the foot, and eventually Virginia Tech pulled away. But the first half, they were every bit a thorn in Virginia Tech's side that they're showing Michigan State tonight.
Michigan State leading 14-0, facing a 2nd down and goal. And you look at the last 3 seasons defensively for the Spartans. The total yards per game have gone up. Here they are, trying to get a stand, trying to keep points off the board. Antonio Wilcox in the backfield. The pass to the end zone is incomplete. Trying for a back shoulder throw to Andy Shumpert. 3rd and goal.
Darian Hicks there playing over the top, but he was prepared for the back shoulder fade against Shumpert. Gets his hands out, just deflects it enough. Shumpert unable to haul it in.
from the 3. Blazejowski throws it up. Incomplete for Suttles. Darian Hicks once again on the coverage. And a player down for Furman. It is Tim Coleman, the freshman left tackle.
See Darian Hicks. 2 plays row. Suttles unable to haul it in. Again, trying to back shoulder fade him, throwing it away. Good accurate throw. They're just a little late throwing the football, and that's twice now that Suttles have been out of bounds, and they will elect to take the field goal.
John Croft Hollingsworth on for the field goal. Will be a 20-yard attempt. Trying to get some points on the board. And the kick is good. A very nice drive by Furman to close out this first half.
See the shovel pass right there to the tight end. Fletcher gets the key first down, moving the chains. Then against the blitz, get another first down, give themselves an opportunity in a goal line situation. Just short right there, trying to out-leverage Fletcher. Duncan Fletcher highly involved in that drive. Then a couple of missed fade stop opportunities in the end zone for Furman. Have to settle for the field goal.
13 plays, 72 yards, results in a 20-yard field goal. 3 minutes and 4 seconds for Bruce Fowler's team. Mark D'Antonio's defense came up with a goal line stand, giving up 3 points instead of 7. John Croft Hollingsworth to kick off. Darrell Stewart is back deep for Michigan State. Stewart will take a knee in the end zone. An unsung, quote-unquote, hero in this game for Furman is the guy we just saw kick off, John Croft Hollingsworth. Punting, been able to change field position.
He's a trifecta for him that you mentioned, but a field position has been a big part of it. There's no question, but a great drive by Furman to end this half. And I would assume Michigan State just going to collect their thoughts, take a knee, and go in and try and regroup to come out with much more enthusiasm.
That is it. Tyler O'Connor takes the knee to close out this first half. O'Connor, 1 passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown by L.J. Scott. The scoring for Michigan State. Furman with a 20-yard field goal. 14-3 at the half. Number 12, Michigan State leading Furman. A bit closer than many people expected here in the first half from Spartan Stadium. But it is Michigan State leading by 11 over the Furman Paladans. At the break, we have the with Aquil Anur back deep, as well as Thomas Gordon. Anur will take the knee, and Furman will start at the 25 to begin this third quarter.
Done a nice job with the personnel groupings and somewhat trick plays. I mentioned the shovel pass to Duncan Fletcher, the tight end, but they tried to hammer the inside of the D-line of Michigan State. They've done that with the wham plays by Fletcher, and then they've come back. They've run a couple of draw plays. They've run quick-hitting inside zone runs where you get the offensive linemen coming off in unison. So they've done a good job peppering Michigan State inside, and I do see Malik McDowell out on the field to start this second half.
Yep, he is right out there. His nose tackle position. Blazejowski in the shotgun. Darius Moorhead at tailback. On first down, little play action. Blazejowski taking the shot down the sideline. And a flag is thrown. The intended receiver is Logan McCarter. On the coverage is Darian Hicks. And Hicks was face guarding Logan McCarter.
Pass interference. Defense, number 2. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
And you're exactly right, Justin, and really shielding the ability of the receiver to catch the football right there. Needs to get his head around sooner. If he turns his head, he can make a play on the ball and get the interception. Obviously, some Spartan fans disagree with the call, but you can see he's got the arms tied up of the Furman receiver.
Hicks made those 2 big plays on 2nd and 3rd and goal at the end of the first half. Blazejowski, pressure coming up the middle, takes the shot down the field. That one is tipped. And guess who it is? It's Darian Hicks. Andre Suttle's the intended receiver, but Hicks got his hand on this one.
Really did. Played that terrific on the outside. Becomes a one-on-one situation as Michigan State brought an interior backer. And you see the underneath coverage as well by Michigan State, but Darian Hicks really turns his back in the hip pocket of Suttles. Plays that one tremendous right there. Running with the receiver step for step, who's got pretty good burst ability and explosion getting down the field for Suttles.
2nd down and 10. McCarter in motion for Furman. Blazejowski keeps the feet moving. And Blazejowski is sacked back at the 35-yard line. Chris Fry and Kevin Williams.
Blazejowski just sees there's nothing strong side, turns back, then it's just a swarm of green jerseys. Chris Fry doing a good job to make sure he doesn't get outside of contain. Well played by Michigan State.
Now Furman facing a 3rd and 15. Handoff to Moorhead. Moorhead with that burst of speed. Deontay Copeland brought him down. There is a flag on the play.
It's right where Moorhead went down, so we'll see what these officials are conferring.
Personal foul. Late hit. Number 99 on the defense. 15-yard penalty. First down.
It's the young freshman, Raekwon Williams, comes in a little late.
And Jim, by my count, that's the 4th penalty and a costly, timely penalty against Michigan State.
No, there's no doubt about it. And obviously that's a big penalty. See, Moorhead is down. Then whichever way you want to call that, late hit, spearing, it could be called that as well, as he led with his helmet.
2nd 15-yard penalty on this drive. Moorhead again on the carry and takes it across the 40 up to the 39 of Michigan State. A 3-yard run for the freshman Darius Moorhead. Andrew Dowell with the tackle. His 4th tackle of the night.
I think for the most part, it's been a very conservative game plan defensively by Michigan State. You know, historically, they normally like to shoot the A-gaps and run a lot of cross-dog blitzes, and they have not elected to do that to disrupt the run game of the Paladans. We'll see if that starts to crank up as the game goes along.
2nd and 7. It's Moorhead again. Up to the 36. Riley Bullock with the stop. Picks up 2. 3rd down coming up. Third and 4 officially here for Furman. The true freshman making his debut. And the freshman trying to push that pile, doesn't have the weight. And this is going to be really close. Copeland, Nicholson combined for the tackle.
And there was interior blitz that I tried to break down. It was a cross-dog blitz on the inside, and the Paladins do a great job. You see the blitz to the top. See the cross-dog? He crosses right there. You got the guy underneath. But it was a great play call by Tim Sorrell of the offense coordinator at Furman as he runs away from where the cross-dog was coming from Michigan State.
So now a field goal attempt of 57 yards. You wonder if this is a fake? It's not. And it goes wide. A missed field goal here for John Croft Hollingsworth, so Michigan State will get the ball back for the first time to a play that happened back in the first quarter. And let's bring in Dick Honig, our rules analyst. It was a chop block called against Furman's, Terrell Bush. And Dick, if you can walk us through, this is one of the new rules in college football this year.
This is a safety issue type foul. It's any combination of a low block, high block, or a high block, low block. This particular foul was aptly called by Jim as a low-high combination. The more safety issue foul is a low-high block.
A fumble here. Who recovers? It is recovered by Furman. That was the initial sign, and it is. Furman recovers it. Darrell Stewart fumbled.
It's normally what happens in terms of the mesh points. And obviously you see Paladin. There's a Noah right there jumping up and down. He's excited about it. You fake the toss, and then it's the underneath handoff right there to Stewart. And it just... I have to get another replay to see if it was put right in his breadbasket. Anyway, he bobbles it when you look at Stewart. And Furman able to hop on the football. Great opportunity for them and a huge change of momentum early in the second half. Looks like he tried to reach for the football. When you get a little too grabby, that's normally what happens. Let the quarterback place it in the pocket and then clamp down on it before you start to run.
Richard Hayes, the third on the carry. And he'll pick up a yard on first down. Second down and 9. Aquil Anur had the fumble recovery. So the first turnover. And now Hayes says, I need to be subbed out as he is hobbling off the field. And Darius Moorhead will come in for him. Richard Hayes, the third, likes to be called RH3. Second down and 9. Look at there's movement. And it is going to be a false start against Furman.
False start. Number 69 offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
That's Terrell Bush.
See, man who had the chop block right there. Terrell Bush in at left guard. Just leaves a little bit early.
Could have been Bush, could have been Duncan Fletcher. Kevin Maul going over to check on Richard Hayes, the third. Second down and 14 here for Furman, trying to capitalize off that turnover. Blazejowski overthrows the intended receiver. And that was Andy Shumpert. So now 3rd and 14 coming up.
Third and long. Michigan State hasn't really blitzed on 3rd and long all afternoon. They've really tried to challenge Furman, whether it's a screen play that Michigan State snuffed out early, but it's been all coverage on 3rd downs. They have not really heated them up in 3rd and long situations.
Ball at the 39 of Michigan State. Once again, going with that shovel pass to Duncan Fletcher. And Fletcher brings it up to the 31-yard line, picks up 8. Chris Fry and Kari Willis combined for the tackle.
Ran this play earlier in the ball game, which led to a big first down. Here, just get a manageable, get 6 to 7 to 8 yards with Duncan Fletcher, who's been a versatile piece this afternoon for Furman.
And we just saw a missed field goal attempt from 50 yards. With the ball at the 31, 4th and 6. You've got Furman going for it on 4th and 6. Maybe trying to draw him off sides. And now a timeout by Blazejowski. 4th and 6 coming up here for Furman, trailing 14-3.
Count the yards, this would be close to, I believe, a 48-yarder, and they elected to kick the field goal on 4th and 2. Much longer situation here, and obviously didn't feel confident in how that kick went the last time by John Croft Collingsworth.
Darius Moorhead in at tailback. Shumpert in motion. Blazejowski throws. And that pass is complete to Andre Suttles for the first down. So a 4th down conversion. They needed 6. They picked up 10.
Drills it into the hold shot. Gets the protection. They roll him out of pocket to change the launch point. So he's not sitting just 5 yards deep. And Blazejowski drills a strike. Look at him just sit in the hole. Andre Suttles just finds the sweet spot in his own coverage. Well executed.
1st and 10 now for the 21. Moorhead able to dive forward for a yard. Riley Bulla with the tackle. That's his 4th of the night. Got to give this Furman team a lot of credit.
It's a very, as we mentioned, very simple game plan. It's what Bruce Fowler, their head coach, really confirmed with us. He felt that having a young freshman left tackle, having a true freshman as a running back, they wanted to keep it simple against all the defensive looks and blitzes of Michigan State.
On 2nd and 9, the pass towards the end zone, and that is incomplete, but a flag is thrown. Suttles, the intended receiver. Hicks on the coverage.
Gets the call, but if Blazejowski just gets it up a little bit earlier, Suttles had 2
Pass
steps on
interference.
Hicks.
Number 2 on the defense. It's a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
That's the 2nd pass interference called against Darian Hicks tonight.
It's one-on-one on the outside. I mentioned put your foot in the ground. He hitched it, but if he would have got it up earlier, could have led Suttles to the back of the end zone. But again, there's Hicks trying to close the gap. You see Suttles has a step on Hicks and then interferes with Suttles. Takes the ball down inside the red zone.
So now 1st and goal from the 5 for Furman. Blazejowski, the slant to Suttles, and it's incomplete. Suttles could not come down with it. Demetrius Cox was there for the coverage.
Tight window on the double slant. Trying to hit Suttles quickly on the 1st inside slant. You'll see it right here. 1st inside slant. You got the 2nd one coming behind it. Tries to will the whole shot. Tight throw, tight windows, because you see right there, obviously, Andrew Dole, the inside backer right there, he's starting to really buzz to the flat. Comes very tight, very hairy with all those bodies inside the hash marks.
2nd and goal, play clock down to 4. Pressure coming. Up the middle for Moorhead, nowhere to go. He's going to lose a yard. Riley Bulla with a tackle for a loss. That's his 5th tackle of the night. 3rd and goal coming up. So this bend but don't break defense for Michigan State.
There's Riley right there filling the hole. I mentioned a lot of times that's what Michigan State tries to do. They try to bring their backers, hit the gaps. That time, Bulla comes up, makes the big stop.
75,000 here at Spartan Stadium, making some noise now. 3rd and goal from the 6. Lejowski looking for Suttles again, and Suttles was looking for a flag. It was Hicks on the coverage.
They've been challenging the outside because Hicks continues to be one-on-one. Looks like their feet get tangled up. Suttles falls to the ground, but Hicks is right there in coverage. They've been challenging him. That's one. He comes away the winner.
Now a 23-yard field goal attempt for John Croft Hollingsworth. Connected from 20, missed from 51. And now looking to connect from 23. And he does. 14-6. They get the field goal off of the fumble. Michigan State is in a ball game in the home. It is John Croft Hollingsworth kicking off to Darrell Stewart. And Stewart with a chance to return from the 2. Stewart now past the 25, up to the 27-yard line. And here is a late couple of flags thrown.
And you see the Furman coaches.
Donovan Perryman is being dragged off the field by his coaches. They're not happy with what he just did.
Personal foul. Late hit on the kicking team, number 44. It's an unsportsmanlike foul. That's his first UNS of the game. It's a 15-yard penalty, first down.
Well, you can see Perryman, he comes like a missile right here, the hit in the back. Oh, right there, over the top, I'm sorry. Very late on the foul.
Well, that's a miscue for the Furman Paladins, but there have been a bunch of miscues for Michigan State tonight.
Yes, obviously for Michigan State, they shot themselves. Here's the freshman receiver, Darrell Stewart. He gets in the game, first opportunity, fumbles the ball. Then you got the pass interference by Hicks. All leading up to another field goal by Furman.
So much better starting field position now for Michigan State at the 42 after that 15-yard penalty. And on first down, it's L.J. Scott. And Scott able to move that pile. Picks up 6. Carl Ryder with the tackle. That's number 4 for Ryder on the night.
Now think for Michigan State, they want to go back to their bread and butter right here, do the things that they do best, running the football. Again, the opening quarter, they ran the ball for 79 yards, and we'll see if they go back to the basics as they try to get themselves back on track.
A flag.
False start. Number 64 offense. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
It's the first game of the season.
Well, you see Mark D'Antonio shaking his head. You know, typically it's your first really live action. You're going to have miscues. You see Brandon Clemens, the right guard. He's early off the snap. And again, if you're the quarterback, if you're Tyler O'Connor right now, take control of the huddle. Come on, guys. Get guys moving. Get them going. Get their attention. That's your job as a leader to be able to control that and raise their level of play to get them focused.
Second down and 8. Dumps it off to Donnie Corley, the true freshman. Picks up 6. Ryder with his 5th tackle. And so 3rd and 2 coming up here for Michigan State.
And it's something small. You see guys are kind of walking back to the huddle. You want to create something to get their attention. And normally when you change the tempo, as I mentioned earlier, it gets your juices flowing a little bit. Get guys moving faster. Get them up to the line of scrimmage. Everybody up there strolling to the line of scrimmage. Get them moving a little bit quicker and get everybody on their toes.
On 3rd and 2, a quick pass out wide to Medeiros down the sideline. And Medeiros is shoved out, marked out of bounds at the 19-yard line by Thomas Brown. A 31-yard pickup on 3rd and 2.
Again, the little bubble bubble screen to the outside, it's no look pass, and then you got Felton Davis doing a good job to block the defensive back, and then it's just speed. Medeiros has really showed up well. He's made some big plays in this ball game, and again, something to play as small as that can get the juices flowing offensively, change the momentum in this game. Big plays are one way to do it.
Red zone opportunity right now for Michigan State. On first down, Scott got hit in the backfield and gets wrapped up. Byron Johnson, the first one there, able to get a hold of that jersey. A loss of 2 on the play. 5th tackle of the game for Byron Johnson.
Let's watch the replay right here, and see right here, it's really, you couldn't get the contain block on the outside. I believe that was Beadle on the outside. Really just needs to secure the edge where Johnson can't flow over the top.
2nd down and 12 now for Michigan State. Play action. O'Connor to the end zone. Touchdown. Josiah Price. A 21-yard touchdown pass from O'Connor to Price.
Spurred by the run game, good play action. Fake by Tyler O'Connor. Price just sneaks past not only the linebacker, the safeties get displaced. You see Johnson right there. He's looking for help from the corner. He's pointing fingers, but really it was all stemmed from the running game, and that's why Michigan State able to capitalize. Another touchdown for Josiah Price, the tight end.
And now Michael Geiger on for the extra point. 21-6. 2nd touchdown pass of the night for Tyler O'Connor. This time it's 21 yards, and he finds his...
Michigan State, good scoring drive. Need to get a little bit more excitement, both offensively and defensively. It's almost like a lot of guys are just going through the motions where they need to start generating excitement for one another. Well, you see the kickoff team here. They're jumping around a little bit. Maybe that could be the play that spurs it for Michigan State.
Kevin Cronin to kick off. Aquila Noor from the 3. And Noor slips a tackle and takes it out to the 27-yard line. A 24-yard return. Josiah Price is tonight's United States Marine Corps leader of the game. A 3-time academic All-Big Ten selection. Josiah Price also has a touchdown in this one.
So impressed with him. I met him down at the Big Ten meetings down in Chicago, and just another one of the, vocal leaders of the team, and think he's lived up to it with what he's done in his Michigan State career, and I think he's going to continue to have a big season for Michigan State.
Blazejowski on first down, running the option with Moorhead. Moorhead with that speed gets the outside, and he gets forced out at the 34. Let's go down and check in with Johnny Kane.
Yeah, Coach, you saw that senior-to-senior connection there on that last touchdown. And, after last year's Big Ten championship and 12-2 finish, the 2015 senior class became the all-time winningest in program history, which followed a recent theme. 2014 seniors had that distinction before that, and before them was 2013. So this year's seniors, with the great season, they could assume the mantle as the all-time winningest. Mark D'Antonio told me, your senior year, that's the one you tend to remember the most personally, and I think they're linked to that.
Up the middle from Moorhead. Gets a couple, will come up 1 yard shy. That's the type of program that Mark D'Antonio has built with Michigan State, that each and every year that next senior class becomes the winningest in program history.
And it starts with the first class, when those guys were young freshmen coming into Michigan State, guys like Kirk Cousins, and they have to lay the foundation. They have to be the guys to pass the baton on to the next young players that come through Michigan State. And they take great pride in doing it. They've done a tremendous job.
3rd and 1.
Timeout, Michigan State.
Trying to get
30-second timeout.
Trying to get the right personnel on the field. You see Raekwon Williams, he was running off. Malik McDowell, he's a little frustrated. So call the timeout. get the right defensive personnel, get lined up according with the personnel grouping that's going to be on the field for Furman. Short yardage goal line situation here, obviously, because you're out in the field, short yardage situation, but you're really going to condense it and try and power the football in these situations.
Don't forget, coming up after the conclusion of our game, you get to watch Green and White, a look inside the program here at Michigan State. See what these guys go through every day getting ready for the season. Of course, Jim already knows what these guys go through. You went through it.
These guys got it easy nowadays, Justin.
I knew that was coming.
2 pads a day. That's what we did. Sometimes we did 3 a days, Justin.
Green and White days coming up afterwards. On 3rd and 1, it's Wilcox spinning and able to spin forward with that second effort for the first down.
Had him wrapped up in the backfield, and good second effort by Furman. Again, spins out of it. You see Wilcox right there jogging off the field. They had him bottled up in the backfield. There's Malik McDowell. He gets the push. See the ram? And Michigan State, Evan Jones couldn't close down to wrap up Wilcox before he could lay over the pylon.
Darius Moorhead back in now on first down. Under 3 to go here in this 3rd quarter. The option once again, the toss to Moorhead with that speed, lowers the shoulder and goes right at Demetrius Cox. You gotta love that as a freshman. Darius Moorhead, 5'9", 170, going at the big senior Demetrius Cox. Granted, he's got that full head of speed, but he's not afraid.
It's really a nice job, and it's a good play call because you're getting to the edge quickly. Michigan State, you see the blitz right there because Andrew Dowell is coming off the edge. And now who's going to be there? Secondary players have to rally up. And obviously with the speed of Moorhead, he's able to get to the edge, creates a 2nd and short situation.
2nd down and 1. Here in midfield for Furman. Moorhead across midfield. He gets the first down. Up to the 47 of Michigan State. Monte Nicholson with a tackle.
Well, here it is. You see Moorhead right there. For his diminutive stature, he's not afraid to stick it up in there between the tackles. You see right there a big stick by Michigan State. Monte Nicholson right there depletes them somewhat. But he's like the Energizer Bunny. Just gets it, gets up, runs back to the huddle. First down for the Furman Paladins.
Play action. Blazejowski with time. Now forced out of the pocket, in trouble, and he goes down. Sacked by Chris Fry and Riley Bullock. There is a flag down in the secondary.
Well, you see the play fake to Moorhead. Obviously, Blazejowski elects to get outside the pocket, but linebackers trailing the quarterback because of the double coverage down the field on Suttles.
Holding. Defense. Number 7. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Still first down.
That's against Demetrius Cox, so that negates that sack.
We'll see the downfield coverage right here. Demetrius Cox, number 7 right there, holds on to him. Past 5 yards, they're going to call that every single time. Has the safety over the top help by Monte Nicholson.
You know, I was going to say that was a coverage sack because he had time initially, and then he got sacked. Well, that's the reason why there was a coverage sack. It's a lateral. Fletcher to pass across the field. And he's able to complete the pass to the running back, Darius Moorhead, and Fletcher completes it for 16 yards. But this is a guy who did play quarterback, made 2 starts at quarterback back in the 2013 season.
2013 when Reese Hannon was hurt. And here, like I said, it's just misdirection. Utilizing all their personnel, put their tight end outside the numbers, double pass, throwback. Michigan State caught by surprise.
And Fletcher put his hands to his head, realizing he had his man wide open. A good throw, and he's got a touchdown. The option again. Moorhead couldn't turn the corner. Good job containing by Andrew Dowell.
Much like I said about offense making a play, it just seems like nobody wants to take the initiative on defense. Who's going to make the play? Who's the one that's going to get the big turnover, the big sack, the big tackle for loss to really stop the bleeding going on right now? Because Michigan State, they've ran the football extremely well. And you look at Furman to end this quarter.
Furman will meander their way towards the sidelines as this third quarter comes to a close. But it's 21-6, Michigan State leading Furman, with the Paladins marching down the field at the 18-yard line of Michigan State to start the fourth quarter. So through three quarters, these are the stats, the penalties mounting for Michigan State, and they have been costly and timely. Look at the time of possession.
And it's more first downs for Furman, 16-14. Like you said, that's the bugaboo for Mark D'Antonio as you're looking at him right there, is how Furman has been able to control the football down the field.
2nd down and 7, Antonio Wilcox in at tailback. Blazejowski, incomplete. Looking for Logan McCarter. Brings up 3rd and 7. Demetrius Cox there on the coverage.
Blazejowski, again, good time in the pocket. Just trying to deliver a strike just outside of the reach of McCarter. Right in the hip pocket, Demetrius Cox, the safety of Michigan State.
On 3rd and 7. On big downs, the targets have been number 17, Duncan Fletcher, number 3, Andre Suttles. Inside, and it's Fletcher, but this time it's sniffed out by Riley Bulla. The shovel pass not going to fool you a 3rd time.
And that's where one area where you got a sense there was a little bit of energy, not only from the crowd in Spartan Stadium, but the Michigan State defense. There you see Bulla ready for that play. Like you said, once, twice, not going to fool me again the 3rd time on the shovel pass.
And down 21-6 here in the 4th quarter. Furman will go for it on 4th and 6. They converted last time on 4th and 6.
Pistol formation.
Blazejowski completes the pass again for the 1st down. It's Logan McCarter. 2nd, 4th down conversion for Furman, and they extend the drive.
Similar play to what they ran right before the half that set up the field goal for Furman. There you see, sitting in the zone, just a little Y option right there. Furman, nice strike by Blazejowski. Good play calling, and they have had a nice drive threatening Michigan State in the red zone again.
So now 1st and goal from the Michigan State 6. Running the option. Wilcox trying to cut it back. Wilcox to the end zone. Touchdown. Furman into the end zone for the 1st time tonight. And this place goes silent.
Mark D'Antonio not happy how that was played. That's Gabe Sherrard. We'll watch the defensive end on the play. What's your assignment? You taking the quarterback or you taking the running back? He tries to play around. Just go right at the quarterback. Hit your assignment. Your interior guys should be coming from the inside out to flow and make the play. If he attacks the quarterback, that toss, that pitch is drawn. It's made, that decision is made a lot earlier by the quarterback on the pitch.
What an effort here by Furman on the road against number 12 Michigan State. And they trail 21-13 in the 4th quarter. Antonio Wilcox capped off that 73-yard drive with a 6-yard touchdown run. And let's take a look at those replays of that touchdown.
Here you see the sideline view right here. Gabe Sherrard, the defensive end of Michigan State, blow up the quarterback, go right at him. Maybe you affect the pitch on the play, but look at Andrew Suttles on the inside. On the outside, you've got McCarter, and then, of course, Duncan Fletcher, the tight end right here. Look at the lane for him to run through. And then Monte Nicholson, you'll have him come in, fill late, and why Wilcox was able to get in the end zone.
So 21-13. After that 11-play, 73-yard drive, took 5 minutes and 42 seconds. John Croft Hollingsworth will kick off. Darrell Stewart back to receive for Michigan State. Stewart from the 3. Stewart trying to make a move. He gets up to the 30. A 27-yard return for Stewart. And now it's time for Tyler O'Connor with his team up by 8.
And they somewhat, their defense, but get a little gassed. If you look at the last 4 drives, 13 plays by Furman led to the field goal. 7 plays by Furman, no field goal on that one. 9 plays, they get the field goal there, 23-yard. 11 plays on that last drive and get the touchdown. Michigan State needs a long, sustained drive. Give that defense a little bit of rest.
They ran just 6 plays in the entire third quarter. It resulted in a touchdown, but that was it. The rest was for Furman. On first down, Scott takes the carry. Look at that effort by L.J. Scott. Gets 9 yards, sets up 2nd and 1. Joe Farrar, Aquila Noor combined for the tackle.
See his feet. He's got such quick feet inside the hole and tremendous balance by L.J. Scott, always moving forward for positive yardage.
On 2nd and 1, Scott again gets tripped up in the backfield by Trey Robinson, but able to fall forward for the first down up to the 44-yard line.
I commend the Paladans. They jump into a bear front. It's designed, but named after the Chicago Bears, designed to stop the run. L.J. Scott gets just enough on the inside zone run to get a first down. Good game plan by Furman.
Last night, Appalachian State gave Tennessee a ball game. Tonight, it's Furman giving Michigan State a ball game. Toss to Scott. A little hurdle a defender, spin move. And Scott gets shoved out by Trey Robinson. But not before he picks up 9. His second 9-yard run and a flag in the secondary.
Personal foul, late hit. Number 18 on the offense. 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. Still first down.
Remember that package we showed you about miscues? Another personal foul.
And this is a great run by L.J. Scott. He's an angular back, 6'1". Watch him putting the foot in his ground. Spin move right there. Makes the guy miss. Stiff arm. Great run, now negated by another personal foul. There's Felton Davis. Too much. He's getting frustrated downfield. Can't do it. Don't be the guy that hurts your football team. Just all you have to do is look up at the play clock, say, hey, I'll see you in a few seconds, and we'll go at it again. 9
penalties for 110 yards for Michigan State on the night. O'Connor goes back to Felton Davis. Too high. Incomplete. Joe Farrar there on the coverage. And Davis went down awkwardly, and now he hobbles to the sideline.
Quick look at this play, trying to get the hole shots to cover too high. You see the safety deep, corner up front. Gets his legs tangled up with Joe Farrar, the strong safety.
And he is in pain right now on the bench. 3rd and 16. O'Connor. That pass is picked off. Intercepted. Byron Johnson Second turnover of the night for Michigan State. And how about Furman?
In Michigan State territory here, and you see, look at the energy of the Furman Paladins on the other sideline. Tyler O'Connor stared this route down the whole time. Looking to his left the whole time. Completely eyeballing it. That allows Johnson to just undercut it. He knows the quarterback's going there. Josiah Price on the quick 10-yard out. Johnson just read the quarterback's eyes the whole time. You have to look away if you're a quarterback. You start staring down your targets, your potential receivers, it's too easy for a defense.
Second turnover of the night for Michigan State, and now Bruce Fowler's team trying to capitalize. They turned the last turnover into 3 points, starting at the 44. On first down, that one, is it picked off? It is! Right back the other way, Andrew Dowell.
I mentioned he's the most athletic of all the Michigan State linebackers, and Andre Suttles, and his quarterback, P.J. Blazkowski, they were not on the same page. See, Blazkowski should be throwing it away. Andre Suttles saying, hey, why go inside on that particular play?
They have to review the turnover. Let's see if he came down with it.
What a grab.
What a play.
Buzz coverage. You see Andrew Dowell immediately start buzzing out there, and Suttles just tried to stay away from the buzz coverage, and he and PJ not on the same page.
Well, that awakened Michigan State. Play action on first down, and it's incomplete. Intended for L.J. Scott out of the backfield. And Jim, you've been mentioning it the entire time. It just seems like this Michigan State team on the sidelines, the crowd, it just seems dead. And you thought maybe that turnover after their turnover maybe would awaken the team.
And right there was a prime opportunity. There's no, for Tyler O'Connor on that play, it's going to be a wheel route up the sideline. It's a great matchup. You've got a running back, L.J. Scott, against Carl Ryder, the middle linebacker. Let it clear. Let it get open. You didn't have anybody who was forcing you to throw it early. And he adds an errant throw.
Medeiros on the reverse down the sideline. Medeiros gets shoved out after a pickup of 12 for the first down, shoved out by Byron Johnson. Johnny, you're down on the sideline. What is it like down there?
Well, to be honest with you, I mean, it's almost, and I don't want this to come out the wrong way, but it's a little indifferent. You know, I don't think anybody's too upset with what's going on, but I don't think anybody's too excited either. But there is a lot of time, you know, players are talking to coaches. I know a couple series ago, co-defensive coordinator Mike Trussell was over there and talked to those guys for a long time. So I think there's still being a lot of instruction. With it being the first game, you know how it can be. But I think, you know, it's hard to tell you how I would describe the emotion.
On first down, it's kept by O'Connor. O'Connor with his first run of the game. And he'll get 9 yards on the carry. Trey Robinson with his 9th tackle of the night.
Well, I can tell you one guy who isn't indifferent, that's the head coach. And, you know, when he feels that his players are going through the motions and not executing, that's not going to help you defend a Big Ten title. And so he expects perfection every time these guys step on the field and expects them to play and execute a certain way.
Second and 1. L.J. Scott. Gang tackled at the 33. Gets the first down and 5 yards. First down. A bobble. O'Connor able to recover. Never lost it. And he gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Whoa.
Well, I think he was worried. He saw Joe Farrar blitzing from the outside, starts to hustle his throw a little bit, then loses control in his grip on the football.
Timeout for an injured player.
A player for Furman is down right now on the field. That player is Joe Farrar. We'll take a break here. 21-13, Michigan State leading Furman. 9:32 to go in the fourth. 7. O'Connor keeps it. Able to pick up 2 as he dives forward. 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a spread option look right there by Michigan State. And again, O'Connor holds on to the ball a little bit too long, unsure whether he's going to hand it off. Defensive end crashed. You see, misses the block right there by big number 59, David Beadle.
Is this 2-down territory right here at the 32?
I don't think so. We'll see what they get here on this 3rd down. If it becomes a short yardage situation, then potentially Michigan State would go for it.
O'Connor to pass on 3rd and 8. Completes the pass near sideline to Monty Medeiros, and they don't have to worry about 2 downs or not. It's an 11-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Good accurate throw because he's able to get the run after the catch. Medeiros doing a nice job knowing where the sticks are to get a 1st down, then turns it up. But my answer to your last question, if that became 4th and inches, I think Michigan State goes for it. But they get it on 3rd down the right way with a well-executed play and throw. O'Connor to Medeiros.
This is all coming after the interception. Andre London now in at tailback. And the handoff is to London. Andre London up to the 18, picks up 3. Carl Ryder with his 6th tackle of the night.
Active linebacker, and they've really showed up as a defensive front. You know, they are, in terms of weight, you know, they're giving up somewhere along the lines of, you know, almost 50 pounds per guy. You look at Ross, the defensive end, and he's given up close to 60 pounds to David Beadle, the tackle. You could say the same thing of Brad Mitter on the other side as a defensive end. He's given up well over 50 pounds.
On 2nd and 7. London again. 2nd effort, able to spin forward. Up to the 13. Gets 5. Aquillanor with the stop. 3rd and 2.
We'll see if they run right at him. Michigan State's been running a little spread option here this 2nd half. Been peppering them inside with the inside zone run. Then they try to work it outside, so you're pounding it up inside and then come back, and you've been running laterally as well. We'll see what Michigan State elects to do here in 3rd and short.
10th play of the drive, and a timeout is taken by Furman, trying to give this defense a bit of a rest. 6:36 to go here in the 4th quarter. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Timeout, Furman. It's a 30-second timeout.
We'll see if Michigan State comes out with the same personnel. They had a bunch set, but still have the threat of L.J. Scott to pound it up inside.
The game clock.
Spartan fans, September 24th, BTN Tailgate is bringing the show to your school with complete pregame coverage and all the local flair. There's no better way to kick off your Saturday than BTN Tailgate. Join the fun with Dave, Jerry, and Spice Adams live from Munt Field at Michigan State at 10:30 a.m. Saturday, September 24th, or watch it live on BTN and BTN to go. And let's go down on the field and check in with Johnny. Well, my guess is that Johnny's mic is not working, but he was trying to give us an update on Felton Davis, so we'll get that in a minute. 3rd down and 2 after the timeout here from Michigan State. The handoff to Scott. Scott breaks the tackle, almost slipped through, but went down at the 4. Gets the 1st down. 1st and goal from the 4 coming up after a pickup of 9.
Go back to their short yardage personnel. You see Jamal Lyles, tight end. He comes in a quick motion. Then he leads the way. Number 11 right up there inside. And then L.J. Scott powering it inside. But you get that second tight end on the field, get a little bit more girth in a short yardage situation. And Lyles does a great job leading the play on the counter for a first down.
Scott again. Flag is thrown as Scott gets wrapped up in the backfield. He's going to lose a few yards. Tyler Voiles, Trey Robinson combine for the tackle, and let's wait to see what this flag is for. That goes against the tight end, Jamal Lyles.
They have such a great block on the previous play that leads to the first. See him coming in motion. It's right on the end. See him, he's hooking. He's got his hands basically in a bear hug, driving the defender to the turf. They'll call it once your hands go outside the shoulder box, you're going to get called on interior offensive blocking.
So now it's 1st and goal from the 14-yard line. L.J. Scott picks up 2 yards. Voiles and Ryder combine for the tackle. 2nd and goal from the 12.
Keep your eye on Price. He just substituted back in the game. They're going 2 tight end set again here. The box is completely loaded by Furman.
Price has a touchdown. L.J. Scott up over 100 yards on the night, 105 yards on 20 carries. The pass over the middle, caught, touchdown, Jamal Lyles. A 12-yard touchdown pass, Tyler O'Connor to Jamal Lyles.
Play action pass, you suck the linebackers right up. And he also had Josiah Price open on the corner route. Either tight end was open on that particular play, but it's all due to running the football. Watch the linebackers. See them come up. They're filling. Wide open. Right behind him. Jamal Lyles. Nice touchdown. Good read by Tyler O'Connor.
Geiger on for the extra point. And it's now 28-13. 3rd touchdown pass of the night for Tyler O'Connor. Finds his other tight end this time, Jamal Lyles. It's now 28-13. Spartans on top. Tyler O'Connor making his first start here at home. Has his team out in front, 28-13. He's 13 of 18 on the night, 190 yards, 3 touchdowns, an interception. Just threw his 3rd touchdown of the game, this time to Jamal Lyles. Evan Cronin will kick off to Thomas Gordon and Will Anor. It'll be Anor from a yard deep, and he'll take a knee. And let's go back to that drive.
Andrew Dahl, he gets the party started with the one-hand interception. Then Medeiros keeps the drive alive, gets the first down on the big 3rd down toss. Then L.J. Scott pounds it up inside, another positive gainer. And then, because running the football, play-action pass. And Tyler O'Connor, 3rd touchdown of the day to Jamal Lyles.
And don't forget, that interception by Dowell came on the very first play after the interception thrown by O'Connor.
Back-to-back plays, as you mentioned, change of momentum. The swings can happen quickly. Tyler O'Connor makes a bad decision, and then P.J. Blazejowski comes back, and he makes a poor throw as well.
And here he is on 1st down, swings it out to Moorhead. And Moorhead gets some open space and picks up 9 yards. Tackled by Dowell and Malik McDowell. Second down and 1 here for Furman.
This Moorhead is impressive. Over 3,000 yards in Tennessee, 42 touchdowns in space. He has a ton of wiggle to him.
Run of the option. The toss. And he gets the first down. He's not a guy who's going to run you over like a Mack truck, but with that speed, with that shake and bake, man, he's fun.
Well, you know, just his stature, though, he is small in size, as I mentioned, but you can tell he's somewhat rocked up. You know, there's a lot to him, and he's got the juice in terms of his speed where you think you have the angle on him as a defender, and he's already by you. I mean, he can pick him up and put him down.
Bruce Fowler not happy with something along the sidelines. 1st and 10. That snap. Blazejowski able to keep it alive, trying to extend it. And that's one of those where trying to get rid of it could not. Demetrius Cooper gets credited with the sack. This is why Bruce Fowler was upset. He wanted a face mask called.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got good reason.
He sees Demetrius Cooper grabbing the face mask of Darius Moorhead, and right away the sideline reaction by the coaching staff.
Second down and 18 now after the botch snap and the sack. A good throw over the outstretched arm of Chris Fry. A pickup of 11 to Logan McCarter.
Well, it's a blitz zone by Michigan State, and Fry is buzzing to the flat, and that's why he almost got his paws on it. See him right there. He tips the ball. Goes right into the hands of the receiver, Logan McCarter. One that got away for Chris Fry.
3rd and 8, and now a timeout is being called by Furman.
That's an excellent play call right there by co-defensive coordinators Mike Tressel and Harlan Barnett. They've got the right guy in the right position. They knew exactly how the play design was going to be and had Fry buzz into the flat. Just has to squeeze it, make that pick, and finish the play.
As we look at the Michigan State huddle right now along the sideline, we saw R.J. Shelton earlier in the game. We haven't seen R.J. Shelton since. Also, for those of you tuning in, John Reschke, starting linebacker for Michigan State, has not played in this game due to an injury. But we can see on the sideline, R.J. Shelton there returned the opening kickoff. 3rd down and 8 coming up here for Furman after the timeout. Blazejowski, pressure coming. Steps up, and Blazejowski gets up to the 41 to pick up 3. Chris Fry there on the tackle.
Malik McDowell's down again in the backfield. See the pressure. Tries to come in there, make the play. Blazejowski able to shrug him off, and McDowell's still down on the field.
McDowell hurt his thumb earlier in the game.
Runs into number 57 of Furman, Tim Coleman, so seems like he's all right walking off the field. Seems like he's fine, but twice he's been shaken up today.
Furman right now facing a 4th and 5. They've had a lot to cheer for in this game, the way they played. Speaking of cheering, want to say congratulations to a new member of their cheerleading team, Molly Foster from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Well, I think Bruce Fowler should be very happy. All he said, they have to go play, and they have to show the ability to compete. And I think his team should walk away feeling pretty good about the way they've competed today.
The option, the toss to Wilcox. And Wilcox cannot get outside, so the defense for Michigan State does the job. It's Chris Fry once again with Demetrius Cox.
Let's go back and see this replay. And we'll try to come back from the break and see that replay, because Gabe Sherrard attacked the quarterback that time, and then you see the tackle for a loss.
Tyler O'Connor is tonight's Duluth Training hardest working player of the game, making his first career start at home. He had a start at Ohio State that everybody remembers last year in that big-time victory, but his numbers tonight, pretty good.
They could have been better. I thought he missed a post route earlier in the first half. One time he threw into double covers, then obviously the interception, but overall, pretty good day for his first start as a Michigan State quarterback.
With no timeouts remaining, Michigan State can take the knee, and here's a look back at the night for Tyler O'Connor.
Felton Davis on the slant go. Then he comes back. Josiah Price, his tight end, the touchdown maker, 17 for his career, and then the other tight end, Jamal Lyles. He sneaks in off the play-action pass. Good decision, nice throws. And that has to feel good to get a second win under your belt, as he got a big win last year. He and Damian Terry down in the Horseshoe.
Now, people talk about playing quarterback, what he's doing right now. This is also important. Don't forget, running that play clock down.
There is no greater formation in football than the victory formation. I can tell you that. Doesn't matter how you've played. It doesn't matter the miscues that are done. Bottom line is to get the job done and get the W. And it's a lot of hard work. Glad how we described that award. Pack a lunch and bring a flashlight, and that's exactly what the Spartans had to do today.
L.J. Scott, a big night for him. The sophomore, second career 100-yard game. 20 carries, 105 yards, a touchdown. Last year had 146 and 2 touchdowns against Purdue. And that will do it, as Michigan State gotta fight, gotta battle against the Furman Paladans. But it'll be a victory for Mark D'Antonio and Michigan State, 28-13.
I'm impressed with Furman. Hey, could this be a year like 2013 when they won the title down there in the league, I should say, in the Southern Conference? They came in and put up a fight today, and I think Bruce Fowler should be very happy the way his team competed today. That's good. That's going to have good fortune for them if they continue to play that way.
They forced a couple of turnovers from Michigan State, but in the end, it was Michigan State defeating Furman 28-13. O'Connor with 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. L.J. Scott went over 100 yards on the ground. Defensively, the biggest play, that interception by Andrew Dowell, coming right after the interception thrown by Tyler O'Connor. A couple of big plays in the end zone by Darian Hicks